And so if you have been storing up any cheers, storing up any laughs, storing up any, explosions of joy, now is the time to unleash them, okay? For your final act of the evening, the wonderful Stevie!
Oi, oi. How you doing? Well, I bet you're glad you didn't vote for chaos with Corbyn, eh? Instead, we can all look forward to recession with Rishi. I don't know about you, but I am proud to live in one of the world's oldest democracies, where the head of state was chosen by a fictional religious character, and the head of government by 100 of his own MPs. Fuck me. There were less people put Rishi Sunak into number 10 than use my local bus stop. Even the Chinese Politburo look at us and go, that's a bit anti-democratic, mate. Fuck me. Who'd have thought it would only take 45 days to make Boris Johnson only the second worst Prime Minister we've ever had. God's sake, Johnson had erections in number 10 that lasted longer than Liz Truss. And when it all kicked off, Boris suggested coming back, which is like Harvey Weinstein starting the hashtag #YouNext. The mother of all democracies looks like a crack whore in a Wetherspoons car park. Fuck me, 5 prime ministers in 6 years. They've changed their line-up more times than the Sugar Babes. The difference is the Sugar Babes don't get 115,000 fucking pounds when they leave the band. No, I shit you not. A retiring Prime Minister gets £115,000 a year for life, no matter how long they served. My mate Dave served 15 years in the army, did 3 tours of Afghanistan, lost a leg in Helmand Province, and they won't even pay to charge his fucking mobility scooter. Good grief. And the cunt still votes fucking Tory. Do you know what? The Tories have been in charge of this country for 39 years of my life. The Nazis only run Germany for 12 years. And at least they invested in youth clubs. And they left the country in a better fucking state. Jesus Christ. But of course, Rishi Sunak reaching the top job is a massive victory for minorities. Those minorities being the country's millionaires. Do you know what? Rishi is so rich that King Charles asked him for a loan to help him with funeral costs. Of course, Rishi proves to migrants that all you need to get on in this country is to be sent to a £40,000 a year private school, marry the daughter of a billionaire, and get a Tory seat that's safer than a fucking Swedish family car. Of course, a lot of people have pointed out that Rishi is now our first Hindu Prime Minister. In the same way that Peter Sutcliffe was our first Jehovah's Witness ripper. Of course, some people say it's payback for centuries of imperial rule in India. But if the Indians wanted to pay us back, they'd have left Liz Truss in charge, crashing the economy like an epileptic on an electric scooter. What the fuck were the Tories thinking, putting Truss in there? She's as thick as mince. Like Thatcher with Downs. Shortest serving Prime Minister ever. The Blitz went on longer, and he left London in a better fucking state. But look at the team she had to choose from, eh? It was like a school sports day, and all you're left with to choose from is the kids with the lazy eyes and the orthopaedic shoes. Kwasi Kwarteng as Chancellor of the Exchequer. Would have been better off with Quasimodo. At least he'd have had a hunch of what was going on.
Hey.
Fuck me, he was like some economic suicide bomber, wasn't he? Groomed by Chelsea hedge fund managers to blow up the economy. You've got to hand it to the pair of them though, innit? In less time than it takes to return a library book, they managed to bury the Queen, bury the pound and bury our reputation. Fucking hell. And as for her choice of Home Secretary, Cruella Braverman. Jesus, she makes Priti Patel look like Mary Poppins. She's like a death camp guard in drag. People have pointed out that Cruella is the country's first Home Secretary that is also a Buddhist. In the same way that Peter Sutcliffe is the first Yorkshire Ripper that was also a Jehovah's Witness. Cruella says she dreams of extradition flights to Rwanda. And I don't think that's true. She dreams of burning migrants in furnaces tirelessly manned by imprisoned Guardian readers. But she does have a point. Migrants crossing the channel in flimsy boats don't realise how dangerous it is. They're effectively rowing towards the Titanic. I don't know about you, but I think it's much more likely that our money has been taken by millionaires registered offshore than it is by migrants swimming ashore. And just when you think it can't get any fucking worse, along comes Rishi Sunak, a man whose name is an anagram for high risk anus. Rishi was quick to distance himself from the administration that he's been administering for the last 7 fucking years. Just like a death camp guard suddenly wearing striped pyjamas. Over the weekend, Rishi told the Times that we should not expect the state to cure all our problems. Which is like the head of the Metropolitan Police telling Sarah Everard to just resuscitate yourself, love. Of course, Rishi has got a cunning plan to dig the country out of the economic hole that his policies buried us in. And that is by filling that hole with the frozen corpses of your nan and granddad. It doesn't get nicer. Of course, replacing Kwasi Kwarteng with Jeremy Hunt at the Treasury was a fucking masterstroke. But for the rest of the country, it's like saying goodbye to Jimmy Savile in a children's ward and hearing a didgeridoo coming down the corridor. Of course, we've now got James Cleverly at the Foreign Office, as clever as a packet of hula hoops. James's advice to gay football fans travelling to the World Cup is to try not to look too gay. I think James is misinterpreting the Qatari authorities when they say that in their country, gays will all be well hung. I've got some advice for all football fans for this World Cup. And that's fucking boycott it. There's no punchline for that, it's just a bit of virtue signalling.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who hasn't got a job. Matt fucking Hancock. Fucking hell. You might remember Matt as the health secretary who gave PPE contracts to everyone he played doctors and nurses with at secondary school. Of course, as well as doing that and bonking his secretary, Matt managed to kill more British civilians than the fucking Luftwaffe. Matt says the best way to serve his constituents is by going on I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, which is a bit like the head of Bupa saying the best way they can serve their patients is by employing Harold Shipman. I'm quite surprised that the producers of the show have found enough bugs willing to crawl all over Matt. But he is following in some political footsteps like Nadine Dorries, a woman so thick she makes Liz Truss look like Mary Curie. To be honest, I think they should just dump Matt naked in the jungle with a couple of bin bags and find out how protected they really fucking are. And finally, some good news. Over the weekend, it was announced that the coronation of King Charles III will be another public bank holiday. Although given the state of the economy at the moment, it's likely to be scaled back from Westminster Abbey to a Croydon Wetherspoons. No matter where it is, the royal family get another chance to put on their military fancy dress. Apart from Prince Andrew, he'll be coming as the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. No matter where it is held, it'll be watched by billions of people around the world. And they'll be asking two questions. Why is King Charles married to Rod Hull? And where is Emu? God save the King.